This video demonstrates how to work with Zirkonzahn post and core technique. In the archive, you can choose from 3 different types of inlays: anatomical, reduced, or offset. In this case, anatomical inlays are used, requiring the definition of margin lines, the positioning of the teeth, and the adaptation to the preparations. Then, smooth the teeth until an even surface is achieved. Once finished, open the attachment library and select the Zirkonzahn post-core option, which includes various components. It is recommended to take the following steps in freeform mode to avoid losing any modeling work in case of changes in the master menu. Alternatively, they can also be performed in the freeform section of the finished objects. At this point, the following thimbles are required, divided into upper and lower. Select the appropriate thimble, confirm your selection, and proceed with placing it onto the previously smoothed base. Use all available tools to position and adjust the thimble, taking advantage of an in-situ scan if available. For more information, refer to the video on how to position an attachment. After that, click Apply to merge the thimble with the base. Repeat the same process for any additional post and core components, selecting the correct thimble from the attachment library. Then click Apply, smooth the connections, and make any necessary adjustments, being careful to avoid creating undercuts. The software will automatically incorporate the post and core structures. Now, go to the freeform section of the finished objects to add the pins. Reopen the attachment library and use the appropriate pins, available either for addition or subtraction. Each pin includes visualizers of different lengths to allow accurate placement. If a subtractive pin is selected, make sure to activate the cut mode. Then, place the pin on the thimble. The software will also display its visualizer, which matches the physical visualizers from the intraoral scan. Proceed with the placement using the matching function for precise alignment. Then activate the following function to allow any changes, and ignore all limitations, such as minimum thickness, and select Apply. Using subtractive pins creates spaces for the insertion of metal posts. In cases of single posts, you can either create the space as shown, or add the pin and incorporate it into the design. For the latter, select the correct pin from the library and repeat the same steps, making sure to activate the Add mode. If multiple pins are needed, such as in the case of a molar, only one pin can be incorporated, as the other must necessarily be made of metal due to divergence. If part of the post extends outside the thimble, adjust the thimble shape using the modeling tools. Once the design is complete, open the nesting software and place the restorations in the blank. The software will recognize various axes within the post and core structures, including the pinholes, as well as the primary and secondary insertion axes. For the fabrication of post and core structures, we have developed a new material called Sinterneat Post Core, which can be registered using exclusively the QR code located on the back of the packaging. At this point, the software automatically positions the post and core structures at the optimal angle to ensure precise milling. Afterwards, place the supports on their surface. If the surface is not sufficiently wide, extra material can be added during the designing phase and removed manually during the finishing process. Once the positioning is complete, start the CNC calculation to proceed with milling. Watch the upcoming videos and discover all the new features of the Zirkonzahn Modelier software.